Assalamualaikum ji, that is Mathematics 1, and we are initiating our lesson with Unit number 3, numbers up to 50, and our today's topic is numbers from 21 to 50. So, firstly, let us see what are the student learning outcomes for our today's lesson. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to count and identify the numbers up to 50 represented by block chart diagram, determine the number of tens and ones in a number up to 50, recognize a number from given clue, and match the numbers with right block chart diagram representing that number. So as you have learned earlier regarding numbers, so firstly we will review those concepts. As you know that we can represent numbers through blocks. So for example, one can be represented as a single one block as shown here. Similarly, two can be represented as two blocks. Similarly, 3 can be represented as 3 blocks. 4 can be represented as 4 ones blocks. Here I am referring to ones because 4 ones block representing the number 4. Similarly, 5 is represented by 5 single blocks. Now, 6 can be represented as 6 blocks, 7 can be represented as 7 blocks, 8 can be represented as 8 ones blocks, 9 represented as 9 ones block. So what about 10? Can be represented as 10 ones block. As you have learned earlier, that when we reached up to 10, the place value is increased by 1. It means the ones have been converted into tens. So whenever we are having 10 ones, they combine to form 1 tens. So these 10 ones will combine to form 1 tens. So 10 ones block always combine to form 1 tens block, right? So now remember this thing, that whenever we represent uh, numbers by blocks, this representation is called block chart diagram. Let's move on and take a quick review of the other concepts we have learned earlier. And here I'm referring to the exercise that is given in your textbooks on page number 34, that what you have learned earlier, right? The topic is what we have learned. Up till now, you are all well versed with the numbers up to 20. Let's have a look on these numbers using block chart diagram. So here I will provide a block chart diagram of a number, and then you will identify how many tens are there in that number, how many ones are there, and what is the number, how the number is formed, and what is the number name for that number. So let's see our first number. Here is a one block, and let us count how many blocks are there in this cubic block, a cuboid block. So let us count. Um, I can use the annotation here. So let's count it by writing the counting on it. So here we have 1, it is 2, 3, 4, 5, next is 6, 7, 8, 9, and finally we are having 10. So here we can see that we are having 10 blocks. That we have learned earlier, that when we are having 10 blocks, they combine to form 1 tens. So it means this block is showing 1 tens. So how many tens are there? How many tens are there? There are 1 tens. So this is shown here as 1 tens. How many ones are there? I cannot see any ones, because the ones there are combined to form 1 tens, and none of the ones are left behind. So there are no ones. So the number is 10, and the same can be written in words as TEN. Now move on, and let we have another number. Here we are having 1 tens and 1 ones. This can be further elaborated using this. I can show you this. All the one cubic block, cuboid block is showing you 1 tens. And how many ones are there? There are one ones. So one tens and one ones. So tell me how many tens are there? There are one tens in this number, one ones, and the number is 11, and the number name is same in the words as ELEVEN, 11. Move on to another number. It is 12. One tens block is showing one tens, and there are two ones block showing two ones. So one tens, two ones. The number is 12. 10 plus 2, 12. And the number name is 12. TWELVE, 12. Here we are showing the number 13. In a similar way, one tens and three ones, the number 13. Let me clear this annotation here so that you can see much better the coming slides. Here we are having, similarly we are having one tens of four ones representing the number 14, 14. And next, one tens of five ones. And what is the number? One tens, five ones form the number 15, 15. And here's the next number, one tens and six ones. The number is, what is the number? One tens, six ones. What is the number? 16, 16. Here's the next number, one tens and seven ones. So one tens and seven ones forms the number 17, 17. Here's the next number. Here we are having eight one tens and eight ones. One tens and eight ones. The number is 18. 18. Same is written in the words. Now, next is the number one tens and nine ones. What is the number? One tens, nine ones. So 10 plus 9 is 19. 19. And let's move to the next number. Here we are having one tens, and how many ones are there? Let's count it. Here we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait a minute. We have learned earlier that when we are having 10 ones, they combine to form how many blocks? One tens. So these 10 ones will combine to form another 10. This is the previous ones. This is the previous block showing one tens, and this is the second block showing another 10. So how many tens are there? 1 plus 1, two tens are there, and none of the ones are left behind, and the number is 20. 20. So please keep in mind, when they're having 10 ones, they always combine to form one tens. Now let's move on. Now we are going to take the numbers for today's lesson, and here we are going to focus the numbers from 21 to 50. Let's learn the numbers from 21 to 50. Same pattern will be adopted. I will show you the number block chart diagram in the first column, and then we will count the number of tens here. Here we will count the number of tens. Here we will count the number of ones, and then we will form the number, and in the last column we will write the number name. So let's see how many tens are there in this block chart diagram. We are having two tens and one ones. So the number is two tens, one ones. Two tens and one ones. The number is 21. The number is 21. Here is the next number. Two tens are there and two ones are there. So two tens, two ones forms the number 22. 22. Here's the next number. Two tens and three ones. Two tens and three ones forms the number 23. 23. Next is the two tens and four ones. Two tens and four ones forms the number 24. 24. And here's the next number. Two tens and five ones. So what is the number? Two tens and five ones forms the number 25. 25. Similarly, we are having 6 ones and 2 tens. 2 tens, 6 ones forms the number 26. 26. Similarly, 2 tens and 7 ones forms the number 2 tens, 7 ones forms the number 27. 27. And next, 2 tens and 8 ones forms the number 28. 28. And next, it is the block chart diagram of the next number 20. Why 29? Because 2 tens are there, 9 ones are there. So 29. 2 tens, 9 ones forms the number 29. 29. Now here is the next number. How many tens are there? There are 3 tens. And how many ones are there? None of them. So what is the number? 30. 30. In a similar way, the numbers will increase from 31 to 39. If you look your textbook at page number 36, you will see that 3 ones and then the ones will increase from 1 to 9. So the number will be 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And what would be the next number? 40. 4 tens. 4 tens, 0 ones form the number 40. Number name is 40. In a similar way, when we move on from 41, we can say 4 tens and 1 ones forms the number 41. Similarly, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. And then comes the number 5 tens, which is called 50. 5 tens, none of the ones are left behind. 50. The number is 50. Now it's your turn. I will show you identifying the numbers from the given clues. I will give you a clue for the given numbers, and you will firstly identify the number of tens, ones, and then you will form that number and number name. So here use first clue. The number is 1, 1 more than 21. What is the number? The clue is saying that we are having a number 21, which is 1 more than 21. 1 more than 21 is what? 22. So in the number 22, how many tens are there? There are 2 tens, 2 ones. And what would be the number? 22. In the words, it can be written as 22. Next is the clue. What it does, it says that there are 8 ones and 4 tens. 4 tens and 8 ones. So write the digits in the respective column. There are 4 tens and 8 ones. So what is the number? 4, 8 forms the number 48. 48. Here's another clue. Here I'm showing you the number in the form of block chart diagram. So firstly identify the number of tens and ones here. How many tens are there in this block chart diagram? There are 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 tens. And how many ones are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 ones are there. So what is the number? Number is 34. And the number name is 34. Here is another clue. It says that we are having 5 tens and 0 ones. So if we are having 5 tens and 0 ones, what would be the number? The number is 50. 5 tens combined to form 50. So now here I'm going to show you some block chart. I'm showing you some numbers, and you will going to match those numbers with the correct block chart diagrams. So here are your numbers. And here is the block chart diagram. Firstly, see here. At the first number, we are having 49. 49. So in the number 49, how many tens are there? The number 49 consists of 4 tens and 9 ones. 4 tens and 9 ones. So look at here. 4 tens and 9 ones are present in which area? In the first place, we are having 3 tens and 1 ones. No, that is not correct. At second place, we are having 5 tens, so that is also not a relevant answer. In the third place, we are seeing that we are having 4 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many ones are there? they are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we got that number. The number was 49, 4 tens and 9 ones. So match the first option with C. Oh, like let us see the second option. Here we are having 31. So it means the number 31 means 3 tens and 1 ones. So which block chart diagram represent that number? You find that number? Here's a number. Here we are having 3 tens and 1 ones. So what is this block chart diagram is representing? It is representing 31. So 3 tens and 1 ones forms the number 31. Now move to the next option. We are having 2 tens and 4 ones, the number 24. The number 24 means 2 tens and 4 ones. So 3 could be matched with D. Here we are having 2 tens and 4 ones. So 24. Now move towards the last option. Here we are having 50. What does the 50 means? It means that we are having 5 tens and 0 ones. So 4 could be matched with 3 option. So here was your today's lesson. Now let us recap what we have learned in today's lesson. We have seen that we can visualize numbers using block chart diagram. Whenever we are having a number, if it is represented through block chart diagram, then we can easily count the number of tens and ones in that number. So second point, ones is always represented as a single block, as we have seen earlier, that ones are always represented as single block, and tens is represented by a cuboid of 10 ones. Nextly, a two-digit number consists of tens and ones. Whenever we are having a two-digit number, it is having a ones and a tens. Similarly, rightmost digit of a number represents ones and the leftmost digit represents tens. Let me show you this option that might make get you confused about it. For example, I'm saying this option. For example, if you are having 23, if you're having 23, so the rightmost digit here is the right, if you see here, the rightmost digit here is 2. So here 2 is denoting the tens, and 3, which you are seeing just right to the 2, which is falling at the left, is 3. So 2 is representing tens, and 2 is representing tens. And how many tens are there? There are 2 tens. So 2 tens, 2 tens, and how many ones are there? 3 ones. 3 ones. So number is 23. 23. So whenever you are having two-digit number, the rightmost digit represents the tens, and uh, the rightmost digit represents ones, and the leftmost digit represents tens. So the number is 23. So now it's time for an assignment for today's lesson, and you're advised to solve these exercises in your textbooks and submit it in the form of scanned copies by tomorrow. So which exercise you are going to solve? Here are the exercises. You can note down these exercises on your notebooks. Firstly, you will solve the exercise what we have learned on page number 34 of the textbook, and you will solve this exercise on the textbook. Secondly, you will solve the fill in the blanks provided on page number 38 of the textbook, and you will also solve these questions on the textbook. And thirdly, I would like you to complete the table given for the numerals from 1 to 50 and 50 to 1. That is also given on page number 39, and you will send me the scanned copies of this exercises by tomorrow, inshallah. Take care and Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.